Hello everyone, my name is ASDF. Welcome back to Konclan's Chamber Compendium. Said it right first time again. We are going to be playing Slimdificate today. Let's just get it started. And if we can finish it in time, then we'll move on to Plants for Hire. Now, Konclan said this one might be a full stream and the next one might be a full stream, but I'm really hoping my brain cell is on today. I think... Did the elevator not... Oh, I was just facing that way at the start? Did I move? Or did you just have the player face that way? That was really confusing. It's not looking good for the brain cell today, gonna be honest. Alright, Slimdificate. We've got laser receptacles, laser cubes, sludge. We've got cube goes on the button, and we've got cube dispensers. Let's see what we got in here. Now, you said this auto-generates. Do all of these danger signs also auto-generate based on what's in the test? Or is this like you set these as like flags to true or false and it can be a lie? You know, like we say, oh, there's no turrets in this test. And then, oh, it does auto-generate. That's neat. Okay. You're facing backwards when you start because this one's set in Aperture Australia branch. That makes sense. Totally. Yep. What's up, Maddie? How you doing? Does the laser hurt? Oh, it doesn't hurt. Amazing. Now, I don't know what that does. Oh, there's music. You guys hear the music? There's definitely some kind of like... Okay. We've got this. Does this auto respawn? It does auto respawn. Also, it's orange. We've got this. Okay. And we are here now. Is there anywhere to put a portal from here that's visible? Oh, ooh, I just noticed these ambient lights. That's very nice. I like that a lot. Also, I think this is the kind of glass that you can't shine a laser through, if I'm remembering correctly. All right, what do we got in here? We have... I don't know what this does. What does this do? What did it... Huh? It did something. Maybe... Does this auto respawn as well? It does. Okay, they all auto... What if I do this? What does this do? Oh, whoa. Why is there a cube over there now? Did I just teleport that to where the laser is? It's Slimdificator 3000. That was so cool. Dude, okay. Now we can go over there. Wait, I should have done something different first, but it doesn't matter. Can we turn this fizzle field off? No. Yes? Yes. By doing this laser receptacle. Okay, we did it in the right order, for sure, for sure. Now we go get this cube out here for the button. We put it here. Okay. Alright, you do your thing, man. Then we get this thing back again. Because we need to sendificate this cube over there. Now, what does that do for us? Because we can't really get this in there. Because, yeah, that doesn't really help us. What does that do for us? We could send this cube now out here, but I don't think that helps us either. Let me think about this for a second. What do we ultimately need to do? We need to... Does this fizzle field ever drop? We need to get a laser shining into here so that we can send either of the cubes through. So I think what we need to do now is send this laser all the way across. We need to get this cube in there somehow first. Oh, I've got it. I've got it. We're gonna hang on. Do I have it? I have it. We need this cube to get teleported to where this cube is. Right? Is that how it works? Is that... Did I push the wrong button? Hang on. What happened? Yeah, that is how it works. Okay, now we can do both with this, which allows us to get this in here. But before we send this one, I think what we need to do, we need to... Where's the other end of this portal? You know, there's a door here, but... Oh, there's another part of this test. This is just the intro test. That's crazy. Okay, hang on. What am I? It's simply not a fizzler. It's a player cubinator. It's a cubinator. They auto-generate adds tags for the workshop files based on the entities. Yeah, that's super cool. Can you send the player with? I don't know. I'll find out. I don't think so, because I think we would need to be standing on it when the button happens. I think there's a map that uses this as its main element. It's this map. This would be really cool, though. I do like this mechanic. Okay, well, I lost my train of thought. We have to send this. We need, essentially, to somehow point the laser into that room. So I think what we need to do now is this. I'm still stuck on ghost cubes a little bit. We need to send this guy to the end. Then we need to go down there. And this is going to be so cool. Hang on. Hang on. So if we point this into this room, like this, then we go send it. Is it going to send it through all the way to here? This is amazing. Wow. This is going to break my brain if this is just the intro to the test. This isn't even the real test. Oh, except that it... What? Konclan, what happened? My guy. That was the... This is supposed to be over here now. What? Alright. Button moment? Oh, did it fly off the button weird because it does that? Alright, I'll redo the entire thing. No, we can't send it through this glass because this glass is the one that doesn't let lasers pass through. Okay. Alright. I see you. I will aim for not the button this time. Okay. You stand over here. You sit right here. Bringing you through. Respawning you. We're getting real efficient at this intro to the test. Wait, if I just point it like this, what are the odds that it just works? I'm gonna save. Is that shining all the way through? No, it's not. So close though. Right? You like what I did there? It was pretty close. Alright, we're gonna aim for not the button. We're gonna aim for this wall. And hopefully, you know what? I don't even trust that wall. I'm gonna aim like there. I ain't no speedrunner, but if I can save a few seconds here and there, I'm gonna attempt to. Alright, I'm gonna save here. I mean, I guess I should have saved while I was next to that cube. Oh, it worked. Okay. Totally worked. Now we put this here. We walk through, and now we're on puzzle round 2. So what I'm gonna do is save right here, because I know that I haven't done anything wrong yet. Also, oh, I was gonna say we didn't walk through a fizzler. Why is that there? Why are you... Did you set that up? I fell off the edge. Did you set this up so we'd have to walk up there and do a weird laser send thing? Alright, it's fine. I don't need to know. I'm just gonna go through this test linearly without inspecting the whole thing first because it's ginormous. So we need this laser. We need this laser cube somewhere where there's a laser, which is down there, but we can't get down there yet until we shine something through this laser. Aha! We can send this backed into the first chamber where the laser is. Then, are we stuck here because we had to angle it properly? Is there no way back? Oh, aha. Very nice. Very nice. I forgot that that was a thing. Now we do this. What does this do? X and square. Where were X and square? I didn't even see those. This is a huge chamber. This is going to be so complicated. Maybe it moved the orange portal. No, the orange portal's still over there. X and square. Ah, X is here. Okay. So now... Now what? What can we do? We can shine a laser through here now. I don't know what's on that wall. It looks like there's a gap down there, but maybe not. So I guess... Excuse me. So rude. But if we move this, it brings that back up, right? Oh, can't see from there. Okay, alright, I see you. How about I just jump up here? Still can't see. Alright. Okay, sure. What's up, Adriana? What's up, Octavius? Okay, let's respawn this guy. Well, if we respawn this guy, that doesn't really help us, right? Yeah, this thing comes back up. So we definitely need to do this first, get it into the first chamber, then walk back. Oh, I see what we need to do. Very ingenious. What we need to do is this. Then, excuse me, please, oh please, just work. Okay. Now we're making progress. Oh, I was like, my thing will get fizzled. Then we do this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Now this gets us access to this chamber. What can we do in this chamber? We can put it here. I'm assuming that's what we needed to do to get this second cube now. Now this second cube... If we bring it back with us, it'll fizzle. But if we put it like this, then when we redo the initial sections of this, like if we move this portal back, it should send it through again. Now if we move the portal here, it does send it through. Do we want that though? Because we could just go... Oh, ooh, wait a minute. Yes, totally. We totally want that because now we can get into here. Now we can get this green cube. And the purple cube. Oh, the companion cube. So this must be to drop the companion cube. Has to be. There's no way that's not to drop the companion cube. Now... This respawns the companion cube. This respawns the green cube. Is there a way to get the green cube? I guess. I'm thinking not. I'm thinking we leave this here. Now, we could do some fancy cube swapping to get the green cube back out. How do we get back out of here? Do we jump through this as well? Are we soft locked in here? I feel like this is a soft lock. Right? Oh no, we can go back through here. Y'all are so smart. Did we? Oh, it's too late. Okay. It's a mono portal. Yeah, I totally forgot it's a mono portal. It's breaking my brain a little bit. Also, we have this. We could have gotten into... Oh, so this is the exit. Let's see what it takes to get to the exit. We just need a laser in here. So we'll need a laser shining through this way. Interesting. Okay. Let's redo the blue one. Put a companion cube on the button inside. I thought about maybe doing that, but then I thought maybe we needed it elsewhere. Okay, so let's do this. At least it's easy once you have it set up to get back in here. I think you are correct. We'll go up here and get the companion cube, and then we'll drop the green one through. I just really want to take the companion cube with me, you know, because it's my companion. That was interesting. But it does make sense, like, we don't need to put it on anything. We need laser cubes. So with green in there now, we can respawn blue up at the top. Right, this is the way back. So we can respawn blue up at top. Also, what does this do? We're gonna need this as well. But for now, let's put green here. I like the guideline thing, but I usually just line it up with the floor. It doesn't quite look right, but I think it's straight enough. Okay, now we'll fizzle this guy because it's faster than pushing the button and waiting. Okay, if we do this, then we do... I mean, we could do this. We could do this. Huh. I don't think that helps us, though. Because we need it to go straight through there. And we need one cube over there. So we're gonna need to send a cube over there, but how do we get it to go straight through and also have a cube here? You know? I suppose we could send this blue cube anywhere that we can get this laser to shine through now. This is square. Oh, if we do square and X on this one, it'll open. That's interesting. Let's do the... What happened to my blue portal? What? Hang on, that was weird. My blue portal should have stayed. It just stayed open long enough to collapse something. But it didn't used to do that before. Maybe it's because this cube wasn't here. Maybe this? Yes, okay. So now we have this here. Now we can get... What do we need to get now? We can put... Here, watch this. No. Oh, where did it go? Wait, what? Why did it go over there? I'm so confused. It should have ended right here. But it ended over there? What? Hang on. Let's try this again for science. It just doesn't care about this. Oh, it's because it's not actually going through. That's crazy. It's misaligned by just a little bit, and that causes the whole thing to freak out. That's wild. Man. We're just finding bug after bug. It's Valve's bugs, it's not your bugs. Let's try it again. Hey, it worked that time. Interesting. We found ourselves a weird bug. Okay, now we can do this, right? Oh, but we need it to go through this as well. So let's think about what we need to do here now. If we put it back here... oh, we can't. If we can. Let's just do this. Then this. Then this. Okay. If we do this, we can get the red cube out here with us. I don't know if we want this, but let's just try it. Why not? The Slimdificator is a VScript entity, so it's possibly fixable. It seems like the Slimdificator hitbox on the cube is different than the laser redirection hitbox on the cube. which is different than the physical hitbox on the cube. It's an interesting concept. But I know that sometimes Valve gets weird with the edges of things and lasers, so it could also be the laser hitbox, however this works. Because sometimes you can block, like the turret has a certain hitbox for block laser, and it also has a certain hitbox for set on fire. And you can block a laser with a turret if you use just like the very back edge of the leg. It doesn't look blocked, but it is blocked. So that's a bug with Valve's programming for this. Okay, now it's getting complex because now I have to start thinking through which of these. All this does is bring this panel down, and half of this panel. The other half of that panel is done by this. So if we have this laser receptacle and that laser receptacle, this panel goes down. Now, if we have this laser receptacle, X and square, then this panel goes down because that's the only one with an X, and this panel goes down if this one's lit up. Excuse me. So I think what we may need to do is, let me get a little funky. Let me try something like this. Because we want to go through that one, right? So if we go like this. I know Konclan has no qualms about using angles for lasers. Okay, so if we... Let me save, because this might be weird. I think if it snaps instantly, not instant enough. Maybe I can do it like this, though. If we have this angled here, like this, in theory, if we remove green now, red should be in the line here, and it'll still keep this open. Then we can move green over to here, and we can point it at that. Now that opens this up to the exit, but that doesn't really help us because we're using all the cubes. We're using all the cubes to do it, and we need to send a cube through here. I could... We could get funky with this. We could get real funky with this. Okay. Let's try it. Why not? We're here now. Can we see that? From here? Through this? Totally. So, let me go move everything. I need to move everything. Let me point this over there. Well, let me point this over here. But like, off a little. And let me point this over here. Like that. Then let me go through here. I'll angle this thing like this, right? Oh, you finished Dan to Dan. Alright, what am I doing now? This? Yes. Okay. That. Now we take blue and we put it here facing green. like this. I don't think this is the right way to do this, but it's visible. There's walls blocking very specific laser angles. So it's visible, which means it's possible. So now the laser's pointed over there. Can we send a laser through itself to teleport itself to the end? We can, but why did it fail? Let's go look. What happened? I have a feeling there's a pit over there with a fizzle field that I just didn't look that carefully at. And it just fell through and got fizzled, and now we gotta redo the whole thing. Or it could be... Yeah, no, it fell into a pit. So then how do we get a laser through here where it doesn't fall into the pit? The only way to do that would be if we had a companion cube over here stopping it. Or if we had another laser cube over here for it to hit. But if we had one over here already, why would we need to get another one sent over? Also, is there even a way to get a companion cube through? This is a fizzle field. This is a fizzle field. So the only way over here is to scientificate a cube. And if the only way to do that is to hit this wall, then it's always going to drop down there. So do we not need to get a cube up here maybe? Let me think. There's also this fizzle field up here, which I think is just a way back. The Slimdificator goes through fizzlers. Okay, that's true. There's no way to get the laser up this high. Well, there's no practical way to get the laser up to this platform. So I'm not going to think about it. However, I suppose we could open this one up and send it over this way, and this just really doesn't do anything for us. So where are we? I think we need to redo the whole test now. How do I even get back? What is happening? Let's redo the whole test again, because green annoyingly got fizzled. Actually, you know what? Let me just load. Why not just load? I already had all 3 cubes. I don't need to go redo them again. I can purge all that information from my brain to get back to here. Okay, so if we need it to be in this room, then we need a cube in this room going through here. We need a cube in the first room, second room, third room. So maybe what we need to do, we would need to keep these open, but not... Let me think about how to get a laser through this. If this is going to be down, then that means we can't have a laser coming out. So we need to have a laser going to it from this area somehow. Either direct from the first room or through this portal at a crazy angle. I don't know if we can do that portal at a crazy angle. But let me just think out loud here for a second. From what I'm seeing, maybe we could do something like this. And that gets it coming in here. Then we could go through here. Straight through it. Should... What happened? What did I mess up? Why did it stop going through there? What happened to my blue portal? Oh, it dropped this door because both. Interesting. So when both of these are triggered... Oh, it's because it's going through the first one still. So we need to not send it through the first one. What does the first one do? Let me look more carefully at that. I think this does X and square. That's X. That's square. So we need square active. which means we can't have this active. Okay, I think we have it right. I think I just need to be in the right spot, maybe? Let me think about this for a second. So the second we touch this to that, this drops. Oh, square is not active right now. But, oh, we don't have one going through square. So we need to adapt this to go through. This is a tricky test. If we have it go like this, that gets us square. Then we need it to zigzag back up here, then back through there. But then we need one more cube so that we can send it. We could have this cube. We could have this one go through. Let's see, 1, 2, but these doors will close. This is a good puzzle. More accurately, it teleports the object to the end of the laser, so it will ignore everything the laser passes through. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm thinking this is the actual only way to get one sent through. Now, we could also do a multi-level thing. I don't think the multi-level thing is worth pursuing. Because we could stand in here and put a portal down, and if we have everything set up just right, it could send a laser out. But this is non-laser glass and that's non-laser glass, so we don't have to think about that. We also still have this companion cube that's just chilling in there. I don't know if there's a way to get that companion cube out. Let me think about it. Also, why is there that thing on top of that button? Why is there just a white thing sticking out of the wall up there? We could bring in another cube. No, because there's a fizzle field here. I was gonna say we could bring in a different color cube to here, get both of these cubes out, and then respawn the other one. It's a light, but it doesn't do its job very well. We could pass a cube through the first area, but it's pretty high. How many cubes do we need to stack to send a cube back through that? Yeah, it's way too high. So unless we got incredibly lucky with a cube throw, there's no way that's part of the solution. And I'm not going to try that. Because of all the unintended ways to solve a puzzle, throwing a cube through a hole that high up in the air is not the intended way, I guarantee it. Okay, so then what haven't we tried? We've tried it coming out of here, but that will drop. We could set it all up, then walk through this opening, then put a portal there, which will do something similar. But I think what we need to do, let me get this back like this. Did I miss? I think I missed. It's fine. Oh, right. That one's not pointed accurately. This one needs to point back through this to keep these open. And it needs to be on the sending button. I missed again. I keep missing. Is this not pointed right? Oh, it wasn't pointed right. Awkward. That's fine. Okay, now We've dropped that. We've dropped that. Now we need to get another cube back here, though. How do we do that? How do we get a cube in here? I suppose the beam could come back to here. Is there a way to send it from the first room straight to this? No, it's completely blocked. So we need at least 2 cubes to get it back into this. And if we don't have this, like if we point this over there, then these walls come back up, and then we can't get a laser through here. Let me just go admire the light that doesn't do any lighting. It's just it's like a monitor light. There's nothing here. Nothing here. If we had an additional cube, I don't think it would even help us if we had an additional cube. So I think this really is meant to stay right here. So this is really tricky then. How do we do this with one less cube? Let me think. We absolutely need to have a cube here because we can't get this into a portal without it. Why would there be a cube if you weren't supposed to use it? Why indeed? It's a good question. I'm just thinking out loud, but is there a way to get that cube out of here? I don't know if there's a way to get that cube out of here. Oh! Ooh, interesting. Okay, there is a way to get this cube out of here. If we put this here, then we send a cube in. Oop, what do I need? Where this goes like this. Okay, I think I need to respec a lot of this test. One sec. Let me just do this real quick. Is this in line with that? Okay, then let me go back and put the red one through this portal like this, then like this. Okay, this is fine. Now if we do this, we get it going through here. Now that's dropped. Now we need to get... That's dropped because of this one and this one. I suppose. Now we need it to be different. We need to get a laser shining back through there to send any of the other cubes into that cube. How do we do that, though? Because we're using one cube here. We're using one cube there. Do we have to use this cube somehow? I feel like we do have to use this cube somehow. So if we have red shining into blue, not through this. Where does the green one respawn? Hang on. I feel like I need red in here. Where does red respawn? Red respawns up there. Maybe I should use blue? Blue is the easiest to respawn though, so let me just keep this here for a sec. Oh, I see. Okay, so we need to do like this. This is tricky, man. This is very tricky. Then we need to point this one back through, and then we can sendificate this guy. So if we put a portal here... Yes. Okay, now we can send blue through. Now... Oh, okay. Excuse me? Now we have red. Now we just need to open the doors again. Okay, now we have red and green. Now we need to do this again. I missed. I touched the cube weird. Don't you hate it when that happens? You had no idea how much I was screaming internally, knowing you just had to move the green cube slightly? Yeah. My bad. My bad. Also, I didn't have to walk all the way around. Okay, we do this. Then we do this. Okay. Now we're here. Now we can use blue to get the companion cube out. And now we just have to reset up the Excuse me. You would think it would be heavy enough to press that button, even if it wasn't seated fully in the button. But whatever. Now we have the companion cube out. Oh, that's devious. And now we've already solved it to the point where I said, if we only had a companion cube here. But, we still can't get the companion cube out there. I mean, we have it here now. But I don't know that that really helps my brain function, because I wasn't thinking about how to use it. I would save. You are smarter than I am. This is why you make the puzzles and I just play them, and it takes me a long time to play them. This is definitely going to be the only test we do today. Alright, what am I even doing with my life now? This goes through like that. Okay. Let me think. Let me think. If... I'm doing pretty well. Oh, thank you. I'll take it. Hey, if I do something crazy... I mean, I already saved, right? So, bear with me for a second. I just want to do something wild. See where I'm going with this? You see what my devious brain is cooking right now? Are you seeing this, Scoob? Okay. Wait a minute. If I orient these... if I orient these just right, can I get one up there that shines the light down at the other end? And then, can I have a teleport a cube that's pointed downwards? So that I guess it wouldn't work because I need multiple cubes to get it like that. But yeah, that cracks me up. How many people have done that? You could, but you wouldn't have enough laser cubes pulled off. Yeah, if only I had 7 more laser cubes, I could solve this test in a way that was not originally intended. Alternatively, thinks Konclan, you could solve the way the test was intended to be solved with exactly the number of laser cubes he's given me to solve it. I know what you're thinking. That would be funny though. If like, I would hate a test that's the solution. Imagine, that would be terrible. Having to orient the cubes properly so they teleport, hoping they don't get bumped when they get teleported, because they definitely do. Alright, now we have to think about what's the best way to get this over there. I have a companion cube now. But I don't know how that really helps me. Because there's fizzlers everywhere, and I still need to beam something over. So... And I'm pretty sure the companion cube is just a companion cube. Let me check. I don't think it does laser stuff. It's just a cube. So how does it help me to have just a cube? I speculated originally when we got a cube over and it fell in the pit. I had speculated that if we had a cube already here, then potentially we could use it to stop a laser. The companion cube's super hidden feature of laser stuff. I mean, it stops a laser. It does do things with lasers. It stops them. But laser cubes typically are far more effective at stopping lasers because you could just angle them to point into the ground. So, then I would need the companion cube to be in here already. But I could get a beam going through here with 3 laser cubes, and I could have the companion cube sitting on this, not involved in the laser chain, and that's how we get the companion cube into the end zone. Wow, this is devious. I love this test. So good. Okay, let me get my companion cube. Mr. Companion Cube, Miss Companion Cube, I am a man, so if this is my companion, but it doesn't specify, like, does Chell marry the cube? I suppose Chell is a woman in the game. Maybe it's like a BFF. Maybe it is not a romantic interest, despite Ratman having some kind of feeling about this cube. But, you know, Ratman's crazy. So, okay, let me focus up. We need to get a laser through here, which means we need to do some interesting things with this. Asexual, agender companion cube. I mean, it does not have a gender because it's a cube. So why would it have a gender? Also, I need to borrow it for a sec because I need this one. Okay, thanks, companion cube. You're very helpful. I would have had to walk all the way around had you not been there for me just there. All right, now we need to do something like this, right? Where we go like... Actually, I think if we just have this like right here, then that's fine. Now we need to hot swap these two. It just needs to point at that. Hot swap. Bing bong. Now we point this one straight through. Like this. What did I miss? Did I miss the first one? Oh, I missed the first one. Which means we need to un-hot swap. You would think I would get this right. But oh no. Not me. My mouse is bugging out. I need to restart it, but I'll do it after the stream. Okay, let's angle this one like this then, shall we? Then let's go back through so we can hot swap them again. Konclan, you were too soon with enjoying the satisfaction of solving a test properly. Way too soon. I missed completely. Now you're out here enjoying me failing. That's so rude. I can't even imagine you would do that. This is a very satisfying test. I am very much enjoying this. Ooh. Oh yes. Oh yes. Alright, companion cube. It was discomfort in missing the first laser node. Oh, it wasn't it was they sound the same when you write them out, you know what I mean? Alright, so we accidentally did the final part of the solution in the first part of the test, which we typically do anytime I get stuck. It's in the middle. It's not the end of the test. It's like I've already solved the end 3 steps. All I need is step number 2 of 7, and I've got the rest of them done. Alright. Now we need to reset again. So let me bring this cube back through with us. Because I don't want these things to drop. It just makes me all disoriented. It makes me discombobulated, okay? As I reset it anyways. Now, I don't think it really matters which one of these we use for any of this stuff. So, I'm going to do this. I need this to point back through here. I need this to point back through here, actually. Actually, I'm not entirely sure how I did this before. I think it was something like this. Then we do... Is it this? Maybe we don't do this. It's open now. Oh, maybe we need to do like this? I'm really confused. I messed myself up here. Hang on. Look, what is happening over here? Holy moly, how many lasers do we even have? Okay, you go here. Great. Perfect. Good job. Stay, please. Then, blue can go here? That works for me. Oh, now I need to go back through. We are still here, but we're a lot further along than we were before, believe it or not. Okay, now... Right. Walk through here. And then pick this up. Now, this needs to point at... This needs to point at you. I got one shot at this, so don't mess it up. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. We had one shot, one opportunity. And this goes here. This is not how we had it set up before. I'm so glad I put that in the right spot. Imagine, okay, right? Imagine it wasn't. Oh, baby. Oh, and now I can just walk out. Oh, I can't. I can just walk out, because if that portal gets fizzled, nothing happens. Wait, how do I get out of here? Hold on. There's a way out somehow. Here it is. Now I can walk down the ramp, and I can bring my companion cube with me. Wait, anytime you can bring your companion cube with you means there's gonna be a furnace at the end. Oh, there's a fizzler. Well, you can be the camera's companion cube. You're welcome. Oh, baby. It's the end. It's the end stairs. So good. I'm gonna even face this way because we started this test backwards. We might as well end it backwards. Wow, that was really satisfying. I like that a lot. There was nothing to complain about in that one. That was so good. Oh, man. I am very excited to play the rest of these. Oh, that was one of the ones that got better ratings. That makes a lot of sense, because that one... Amazing. I love that. The intro to the puzzle kind of started breaking my brain. So, yeah. Alright. That's fun. How many maps do we got left? What's up, Reaper? Welcome in. Congrats, you win. I was fully expecting a furnace in the end. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad there's not a furnace in the end, because, you know, it brings back trauma of burning companion cubes. But anytime you can take a companion cube, anytime the player is allowed to have a companion cube that can be taken with them to the end room, you gotta have them incinerate it to move on. I don't know, that's just a lot of extra fluff. Oh, it was in your recommended? Nice. I'll take that. YouTube is doing some heavy lifting. It is pairing up the Portal community with the Portal community. I love that. But we just finished too, so you got to see the nice happy ending to that puzzle, and not the me running around trying to figure out what's going on, doing things over and over and over again, and they weren't working because I was doing them wrong. Or slightly mispositioning the cube. Oh, that's so cool. Awesome. Neat. I don't know which drink to have. What, you ever have two separate drinks that you're enjoying? Like, I have a Dr. Pepper in one hand and a coffee in the other hand, and I don't know which one to drink because I want them both, but they're so vastly different. Actually, I wonder if I combined them. They kind of go together, honestly. Unless juice and water count. Oh, I also have water, but it's empty. It's been empty all day. I've been drinking coffee. This dude makes some pretty alright maps. A mediocre compliment at best, if I've ever heard one. That's crazy. You're just out here like, it's alright, I guess. If I had to say so myself, I would rate this guy a solid thumb to the side. Oh, man. I do need to go soon. Yeah. I'm not sure if this puzzle's harder than Pants on Fire or not, but they're probably the hardest tests in your collection. I don't know. Okay, what was the test that I got stuck on for a long time? Was it... Oh, I guess I haven't really gotten stuck on your test. Oh, it was Monster Mash. I got stuck for a long time, but that was hard for different reasons. Yeah, Monster Mash was hard because logically, I just forgot that the thing walked. Conceptually, very good. Practically, walking cubes aren't always consistent. We've talked about that. But like, puzzle-wise, I just completely forgot. My brain was like, you don't need this information anymore. You don't need to know that this cube walks anymore, even though that is the entire point of this entire test chamber. So that probably wasn't hard. That was probably me giving myself a hard time. This one, I think, was genuinely hard because you have to think about so many cubes positions at the same time. Oh, thank you. Love the neon portal lights. I made them myself, believe it or not. I have a 3D printer and a bunch of super glue. Actually, these ones don't have any super glue. I have a 3D printer, a soldering iron, and $30 to spend on rope lights that I cut up and squeezed into the molds and soldered all the connections together. So they turned out. They're a little floppy, but because I never touch them, it doesn't really matter. And they look fine on camera, so it's all good. My first run at them, my version 1 of them was so janky. Like, they didn't have any structure, and so that parts of them were literally hanging off of other parts of them by the wires that were soldered into the LED strips, and that was not ideal. I had nails, so many nails were holding it up, and like strings and nails, and like it was all like dangling. Like if you walked by it, the pieces would just like move individually because it was all strung up and it was so janky. That was version 1. Version 2, I added a lot more support structures. I printed it a lot more robust. So this is a lot better. Version 3, if I ever need to do them again, I have a lot more ideas for how to strengthen them. So yeah, honestly, I think adding LED strips, like if get a basic soldering iron kit, get these rope lights are, really low power, and so working with them is like intro to electrical. It's great. It teaches you how to solder like really fine small stuff, and if you need more things to 3D print, everyone I know that has a printer everyone I know that has a printer wants to print more things, and they're just like out of ideas. So it was a fun project. Yeah. Plants for Hire is a remake of a Lily Baba map, and if you've ever played their test, they're some of the most complicated maps on the workshop. Some are too hard for you. Ooh. Oh, Libby Bapa. Libby Bapa. How did I read that so wrong? There's only like 7 letters all in there, and I got 2 of them wrong. I got 4 of... I don't know. When I saw Bapa, I thought of Baba Is You, and I was like, there's no way. If you designed a test based on Baba Is You logic, that's crazy. I will have to check them out. Could somebody ping me in the Discord about Libby Bappa? Because Baba Is You clearly. Yeah, my brain jumbled those two together. Commander TNT's tests I have found to be very difficult logically. And that just might be my brain not working properly. Or it could be a mismatch, or it could be they are very logically difficult. I have heard Commander TNT describe them as hard. So you can find them in the workshop page of Plants for Hire. They're a good map maker. Okay, Plants for Hire. That's the next one. Did you say Pants on Fire earlier? Because I could have sworn you were talking about a map called Pants on Fire. But looking back, it's probably you said Plants for Hire. And again, I can't even read today. My whole thing here is playing Portal maps, which I do mediocrely at best, and talking to chat. You did say Pants on Fire? Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was going crazy. I'm like, all I do is two things. Liar, liar, Plants for Hire. Can we make that the new saying, please? Can that be it? Like, oh, liar, liar, Plants for Hire. What would that even be? A plant rental shop? You can rent plants for events? Honestly, that's probably a thing. Oh, the Libby Bappa map, Plants for Hire, is the remake. You mix them up. I find Commander TNT's maps alright, except for the one map with cube flipping. I like Commander TNT's maps logically. Like, I think I would enjoy playing that. Just like a late night session with friends where everything gets unhinged and it doesn't really matter if you're making progress in the test because some guy is in there in multiplayer and he bound the spawn companion cube to a button and he's spawning hundreds of companion cubes and your frame rate drops to slideshow territory. That was just real. When I was in college, G-Man, if he's ever in a stream, G-Man and I would just play Portal 2 together because we played a lot of TF2, but sometimes you need a break from winning every server at TF2 because we put in way too many hours in that thing. How many hours? Put your bets in. How many hours do you think I've spent playing TF2? I'm gonna look it up. I have Steam open again in the background. Oh, wait, no. Just kidding. That's on my main account. I got banned on my main account, so I switched to my alt account. And I'm not gonna log out and log back in while the game's also opening. No mention of iCube? I know, what's the deal? I think Bella's not here. Bella typically brings up iCube. Liar, liar, Plants for Hire is a SpongeBob quote. Oh. That's why you name the remake Plants for Hire because the original is called Pants on Fire. That's a deep cut. How many hours do you think I have on Portal 2? Does workshop mapping count towards the hours of Portal 2? And does playtesting your own map count as the hours for Portal 2? Mahjong? Mahjong where? Is there Mahjong? I missed all the Mahjong. It does because the puzzle makers in Portal 2. Oh man, you have a lot of maps. Let me think through how long it took me to get good at coding. And then how long it would take me to code similar things. I'm gonna guess 3,000 hours. That sounds about right. Because when you're designing stuff, you just sometimes gotta leave it open and go take a break. Go take a walk, go eat dinner. I went higher. I mean, I think you got a lot of hours. 2K? Sheesh. I wasn't far off. I feel like you get people that play in the 50 hours, right? And that, I mean, for Portal 2, the playthrough of the single player campaign and the multiplayer campaign, probably in the realm of 10 to 20 hours. Then you got people that play a bunch of maps, and or they make some stuff. Like basic stuff just to tinker with it, and then that puts you in the realm of like 100 to 200 hours. You've got streamers like me that like, here, let me see how many hours I have on Portal 2. Come on, mouse, you're here somewhere. I know it. Portal 2, I have 137 hours. So, yeah, 137 hours. And I play a lot of Portal. So then being in the over 1,000 is wild to me. But that makes sense because that's like, you just got to put in the time to learn how to make good maps. I get it. Yeah. For me, Roblox is 5 hours and 1 hour for Geometry Dash. That's crazy. Only 5 hours of Roblox. I wonder how many Minecraft hours I've clocked. Because when COVID happened, a bunch of friends got sent home to work from home and or laid off and or were in school still. And so because school was online, it was like, I guess just watch this guy talk for a while. We played so much Minecraft because we just barely got into it. If Minecraft has an accurate hour count, I think it would by far be my highest playtime. Yeah, probably same. What's up, Semi? Welcome in. Is it over again? Man, these streams an hour earlier always confuse me when stream time. Yeah, if you join the Discord, I have an announcement channel you can subscribe to. But other than that, I mean, I try to schedule them like 3 hours or more before they start. It was a bit late today. So if you go to my channel on YouTube on a stream day, like a few hours early, you can check what time it's supposed to be, and it should convert to your time zone automatically. Yeah, anyways, so Minecraft, like, we were putting in like 12-hour days into Minecraft. Because, I mean, I was on this remote server job that, like, it was a 4-hour long-running server process, just doing tons of data manipulation. So I got it running, and then it was like, check the parameters. Nope, not quite. Okay, change this here, change this there, run it for 4 more hours. So then I just had my 8-hour workday working from home was like, make tweaks in the morning, run it, check it, make more tweaks, run it, check it, make some tweaks, and then clock out. And that was crazy. And like maybe run it overnight so I could check it in the morning. So technically, like, I worked for 30 minutes across 12 hours. You know what I mean? Anyways, we played tons of Minecraft. Like way too much. We had a server that was getting to be on par. Like the size of the builds and the complexity of the builds was getting to be on par with Hermitcraft, which is not like Hermitcraft season 6 and 7 before they had like hundreds of plugins. Like we were doing max efficiency farming, we were doing world borders, like SciCraft style, obviously not to their level. We were starting to dabble in all that stuff. And then things started opening up again and my work got busier and we just like started going on walks because we needed to get out of our chairs. It was crazy. Yeah. You have 200 hours in Portal 1 from playing Portal mods, and making Portal Epic Edition. Oh, I have 4 hours in Portal 1 because apparently it didn't clock my mod time. That's kind of a bummer. It doesn't clock the mod time when you play. Oh, I played a lot in Portal with RTX. That's 22.6 hours. That feels right. You have 45 hours for Taiji. I saw it go on sale. I thought about picking it up. But it's like 30% off, so I kind of want to wait to see if it goes on a better sale. I ended up picking up Atomic Heart, which is a recommendation, and it looks kind of like BioShock Infinite, so I'm excited to play it. But I bought the regular version, and then I saw they had a bunch of DLC, so I requested a refund on the regular version so that I could buy the version that includes the DLC, because then it's a little cheaper, but we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully they'll refund it or decide not to by the time the sale's still running. Otherwise, I don't know. That's a lot of hours in Satisfactory too. 69 hours on Portal, 145 for Portal 2. Yeah, y'all have more Portal time than I do. You should play it. Such a good puzzle game, especially if you like The Witness. I love The Witness. Honestly, maybe Pink Ninja and I will play it together off stream, because she loved The Witness too, and I would love to play through a similar game with her. We just picked up a game at, it doesn't matter. We'll talk about it another stream. I gotta get going. It is late, but yeah, I love The Witness. Such a good game, and anything like it, so good. I have played The Looker. I have a video on my channel playing The Looker. So, you know, that was the journey. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to keep up to date with what we're doing on the channel. And as always, hope you have a great rest of your day. See you guys in the next one.